And now, here is the reptile you've all been waiting for, the master of video game music, Strawhat Avenger, and his Vox guest, Firestar, here on CFIU 93.3 FM Pixel Playlist. And now live from the gold-plated studios of Guelph University Radio, here they are. Greetings, and welcome to CFIU 93.3 FM Pixel Playlist. Today we shall have an open topic, so anything goes. Acknowledged, playing Anything Goes by Cole Porter. No, Kanoa, I mean anything goes, any type of song, it's open format. I don't actually mean play the song Anything Goes. Even though that was quite amusing and good timing. Apologies, but as I said before, I am only as good as my creator. Maybe you should program that into my behavior block to not play music spontaneously. But, alas, I thought I was doing good. I apologize. Farewell. Maybe I should put a behavior block on your humor, try and improve its timing. Have to do that later. But anyway, to those listening, sit down, relax, and prepare to enjoy a full hour of the best video game music on the planet. Off to the studio. Confirmed. Rerouting audio signal to play from studio audio recording devices. Have a pleasant day. Also, I am aware that one of your objectives is to endorse Pixel Playlist, but I must inform you, the best video game music is subject to personal opinion. Kanoa, transfer us to the studio, please.
When every night the set that's smart is intruding and you just parties in studio, anything goes. When the Mrs.
Greetings. My name is Kanoa. I am the personal AI assigned to Firestar. My objective is to assist Firestar with anything they require. Currently, Firestar has requested that I do an intro for the radio show known as Pixel Playlist. I am currently recording this intro. Today's music will be about inspiring speeches. Oh, Kanoa, it's not about inspiring speeches, it's inspiring music in video games. Apologies, but I am only as good as my creator. I shall withdraw. Have a pleasant day. Did I just get burnt by my own AI? I'll have to think about that later. Anyway, welcome to CFIU 93.3 FM Pixel Playlist, where we listen to nothing but video game music and banter about video games. Your host today will be David Lazardo, aka the master of video game music, Strawhat Avenger. And, forgive me, but I must interrupt. David Lazardo is also the master of shield, the master of sword, the master of flute, the master of saving sisters, the master of sailing, the master of talking trees, the master of boating, and the master of 4 lightsabers in the Star Wars Battlefront 2 PC game, which was also originally released on the Xbox console. Oh, Kanoa, you're lovely. What would I ever do without you? Anyway, off to the studio. By your command, rerouting audio feed through studio microphones. Have a pleasant day. We should have acted. They're already here. The Elder Scrolls told of their return. Their defeat was merely a delay to the time after Oblivion opened, when the sons of Skyrim would spill their own blood. But nobody wanted to believe they even existed. And when the truth finally dawns, it dawns in fire. But there's one they fear. In their tongue, he's Yokus Dal Nakreed. But to us, we know him as the master of all video game music, Strawhad Avenger. And he has returned to avenge our need for the best video game music on the planet. So, here's another full hour of Pixel Playlist on CFRU 93.3 FM.
You're listening to a little show called Pixel Playlist here on CFRU 93.3 FM in Guelph.
But we have a multi-dimensional device that allows us to transmit in the Johto region as well.
Yes, let's go with that.
Well, apprentice to the master of video game music.
Aw, shucks. And I gotta say, Peter, you just keep hyping up the intros every time you come in here.
Glad you like it.
And I'm your host, David Lizardo, also known as Strawhad Avenger, and joined by Peter, also known as Firestar.
This should bring back memories?
Yeah. Being presented to you right now. We like to play video game music of all kinds, whether that be remixes, official soundtracks, covers, and of all genres of all kinds. We are presenting the lineup, or some of the lineup. Maybe someday I'd like to go to a festival like that, but...
Come to a Furcon.
I know you've been to one of those. 3? Wow.
The fourth one is in March.
Anyway. And yeah, pretty excited about this show, Peter. Again, thank you for the intro for today. Oh yeah, let's just move the mics a bit for a moment. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a fine and fabulous edition of Pixel Playlist here on CFRU 93.3 FM.
And now, on CFRU 93.3 FM, I give you the master of video game music, Strawhad Avenger, and his guest, Firestar. And now, our savior has returned to quench our need for the best video game music on the planet. Here is your master of playlists, Strawhad Avenger, accompanied by his guest, Firestar. So sit down and prepare to enjoy a full hour of video game music and general video game discussions. And now, off to the studio. Spartans never die? If only that were true. It is true, Firestar. They're just missing in action. Kanoa, give us an update. Confirmed, travelling at 608 miles per hour. Adjust course by 2 degrees to the west and you will arrive at your destination. Where exactly is my destination, Kanoa? Where is the UNSC sending me this time? Destination, Guelph University Radio. We are needed there to attend a show called Pixel Playlist on CFRU 93.3 FM and secure it from any Covenant intervention. Why would the Covenant be interested in a radio show? Because the host is David Lizardo, the master of video game music. He is quite important to me and the UNSC. We are required to protect him at all costs. Okay, Kanoa, we'll see what we can do here. Warning, altitude decreasing. I suggest that you decrease speed and initiate landing procedures immediately. Oh no, Kanoa, if we're going down this fast, I want to enjoy it. Prepare the flaps and the parachute. I'm gonna pull them at the last possible second. Let's see if the aerosol armor really lives up to its name. Very well, Firestar. Stand by for impact, altitude decreasing. Okay, stand by on those parachutes and their flaps. We're almost there. Oh, I can see the people from this altitude. Almost. And... contact. Okay, maybe I landed a tad too hard. I agree with your logical conclusion. On a distant planet in our Milky Way galaxy lies the race known as Tay. Little do they know that their planet, Lizardo, green of ocean, brown of grass, is named after the master of video game music. But we know that. They may know him as David Lizardo, but we know him as Straw Hat Avenger. But, just like the planet Lizardo, Straw Hat Avenger is not alone. He is accompanied by an anthropomorphic talking fox that goes by the name of Firestar. And they are now back to grace you with the best video game music on the planet. I give you CFRU 93.3 FM's Pixel Playlist. So, sit back and enjoy your full hour of video game music. And maybe even one day, the species known as Tay will come visit us if they develop space travel. But who knows? Could happen, could not. But right now, here's your master of playlists. Hello weary traveller, and welcome to the best cantina on planet Lizardo. Welcome to Tay's Cantina, in Tay City, on, well, the planet Lizardo. And you've arrived just in time, because we're gonna hear the broadcast of Pixel Playlist all the way from Earth. It'll be amazing to hear Straw Hat Avenger and Firestar talk, as not every day you hear a human and an anthropomorphic talking fox talk to each other, and especially about video games. Also, the music is wonderful. I hear today their theme will be chiptunes. I can't wait to hear it. Oh, first drink is on the house, sir. May I take your order?
I'll have a tall glass of root beer, please.
Born on a secluded island in the middle of nowhere, the one named David Lizardo. At first, he was an ordinary child, but soon he mastered the skill of sword, and then the skill of shield, and then his sister was stolen by a giant angry bird. After that, he teamed up with some pirates. And after that, learned to master sailing. And after that, mastered video game music. And finally, he has returned to grace us with his mighty presence and display his skill in the best video game music on the planet. I give you your master of playlists, and savior of sisters, and savior of the world, and carrier of pigs, and friend of giant talking trees, and master sailor, and friend of talking boats, and master of the wind, I give you Straw Hat Avenger. But it turns out he did not do this all alone. It turns out he has a friend, an anthropomorphic talking fox called Firestar. And now they are here together on CFRU 93.3 FM Pixel Playlist. So sit back and prepare to enjoy a full hour of the best video game music around. And well, listen to an anthropomorphic talking fox and a human banter about video games. And so without further ado, here are your two heroes. Radio. Radio never changes. The radio shows that we know were first aired January 19th, 1910. It was a performance at an opera house, but that one broadcast sparked the entire world of radio. Sure, we had used it before, like with Morse code, but that was just beeps on a modulation. This was actual live people, and you could hear them. It was a revelation to the world. Radio was no longer a black art of someone who had to train to listen to beeps. Now, anyone could listen to a radio and hear what was happening in the world on news with other broadcasts. And they could even listen to music, full-on quality music by the people who perform them, without even needing to leave your home. And soon, we would even be using radio to scour the stars with radio telescopes. We sent our first message into the cosmos via radio. And now, 106 years later, radio is still going strong. Speaking of radio, you are listening to CFRU 93.3 FM at Guelph University Radio in Ontario, Canada, on the planet Earth, in the Solar System, in the Milky Way galaxy. And we know that radio never changes.